Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be unbagging our IPSY Glam Bag and our IPSY Glam Bag Plus for the month of September. I know I'm so behind. Girl, if you only knew everything that is currently going on in my life, you would understand why. It's like the song from Malia, If Your Girl Only Knew. I think that's the name of the song. Yes, girl, if you only knew. But today we're going to be getting ready together. I'm going to share with you everything that I received in my IPSY Glam Bag and my IPSY Glam Bag Plus monthly subscription. We're going to play around with makeup, get ready for the day. And I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Keep in mind this video is sponsored by IPSY, so thank you so much IPSY for sponsoring today's video. But keep in mind, my opinions on each and every single one of these products are my own. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Everything will be linked down below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's jump on in and get ready for our day. Starting off with our IPSY Glam Bag, because I feel like we should always start with the IPSY Glam Bag before we go into the full size products. So let's dive on in to our monthly our little postcard that has the theme for this month of September, and it's called Work, School, Life. You guys, this is definitely for me. There's been so much going on in my life between work, school, and just everything, girl, everything. So this is basically it, and it says here, whether you are rushing into the office again, commuting, or wearing lipstick, or just catching up on much needed self-care, get back into the style and swing of things in style. So I personally love the theme, love the little plaid theme, love the color of it. It's really, really cute. So this is basically our IPSY Glam Bag. In case you didn't know, it runs for $13. You receive free shipping and you receive 5 sample size products in your IPSY Glam Bag. You can always skip a month as well, which I personally love that, because in case you're not in the mood to receive a IPSY Glam Bag, you can skip and have that option. And this is basically it. So let me run through the first product that I have here, which surprisingly doesn't look like it's a sample size. It actually looks like if it's a full size. I'm like losing my words. This is from the brand called Girl Lactic Glow on the Go. And this is basically, I don't know what shade it is actually. Oh, it's called Jet Setter. And let me show you. It's basically like I'm assuming like a highlighter stick, which actually has a really pretty sheen to it, iridescent sheen. So I'm really excited to play this on. Maybe we'll apply in the corner tear duct of the eye to give it a little bit more vibrancy. So for the next product that I have here, this is from a brand called, what brand is this? Oh, it's Nebula. It's called the Shine 30 Lip Gloss. It's in the shade Reminisce. And I absolutely love this. You guys know here on my channel, I love a good gloss. So I'm really excited to try this one out. It says here it is vegan, cruelty free, and I personally love Nebula products. I think that's how you pronounce the brand. I've tried a few of their stuff, and everything that I have tried, I absolutely love it. So here is the packaging. I'll throw an up close clip so you can get a better view of how it actually looks. But I really love the packaging. It's a really good size. It's full size, so I'm surprised they gave us a full size item. As for the scent, it smells like a pina colada, so I personally love it, and I love the doe applicator. It looks like it's really light, kind of iridescent type of gloss. Perfect lip topper. It feels really moisturizing. I'll throw an up close clip of this swatch as well. So it has a really pretty glossy sheen to it. As for the next product here, it is from H2O. I think that's how you pronounce the brand. This is a hydration sensitive gel cleanser. You guys know here I love to try new cleansers, especially when you're traveling, to throw it in your gym bag or just kind of throw it in your little go-to bag, like travel bag. And as for the next thing, actually, let me see what it smells like. I actually forgot to see if it smells like anything. I'm not really sure if I've tried H2O products before. I'm pretty sure I've received it, but I don't know if I've gotten to try it yet. Sometimes I get so much stuff, you guys, I give it away to like friends and family members just because I feel like it's a waste. The consistency looks really clear. It doesn't really, I don't pick up a scent to it, but I'll let you guys know once I try it out how I end up liking it. And then the next and last thing here from our IPSY Glam Bag is our Benefit Bang Bad Gal Bigger, Badder, Volumizing Mascara. You guys know here on my channel, I'm very particular when it comes to mascara, so I'm going to put this to the side and give this away to someone that I feel like will be able to use it, just because I find from my experience a lot of mascaras don't really work well for my lashes. I'm not really sure why. It just doesn't hold a curl and it kind of ruins the whole makeup look. So I don't want to do that because I want to film a few more videos. So I'm just going to put this aside, but I'm really happy that I received it just because, you know, someone's going to get really lucky to get to try this out for themselves. Now moving on to the IPSY Glam Bag Plus, and if you guys didn't know, this runs for $28. Same thing, you receive free shipping. You can skip a month if you would like to, and I personally love it because you receive a drawstring bag, which let me show you because the theme is pretty consistent to our IPSY Glam Bag, and this is basically it. But I absolutely love it, you guys. These bags really do come in handy. They're really nice, lightweight. You can definitely use them when you're traveling to put away your delicates, to store away, you know, your things, or even your makeup. I honestly use these to store away the cords to my lighting equipment, so they really do come in handy, and I really love them. So the first product that I have here, it is from Murad. It's called the Acne Control Rapid Relief Acne Spot Treatment. It says here it reduces blemish size and redness within 4 hours. It has 2% salicylic acid, and it's basically a maximum strength acne treatment. It says here on directions, apply a thin layer on affected areas 1 to 3 times daily or as needed. By the way, I went on the Sephora website to look up the pricing for it, and it says it runs for $23, so I don't feel like it's a bad price for a product like this, especially, you know, if it's not something you're going to be using too often. It says here that it has about almost 5 stars. It has 544 reviews, and so far people personally really like it. It says here it was on the Best of Beauty on Allure in 2018, which I'm really excited to test out. Last month, if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know I was breaking out a lot with, you know, pimples and things like that, and that is something that I don't really deal with. I don't really deal with acne, so that was, you know, kind of hard to deal with, and it's kind of basically going away. I have one little pimple here on my chin, which I'm definitely going to try this out tonight before I go to bed, just to see how, you know, how much of the redness kind of goes away and if the size of the blemish goes down as well. So I'll keep you guys posted in my next monthly Fave and Feels and let you know, at least how it worked out for me. So I'll keep you guys posted. Next is a brand that I have never tried before, which I'm really actually excited to try out today, just because I've heard so many great things of El Maquillage. And this is a Color Boss Squad Multidimensional Eye Color Quad Eyeshadow Palette. And this runs for $36. And it comes with 4 eyeshadows, which I kind of find a little expensive for only 4 eyeshadows. But look at the packaging, you guys. It is very fancy, which I like. And all you have to do is just basically open up the little quad. It has a really good size mirror, and look at the color to the eyeshadow. This is definitely my color story. Very basic, but very, you know, it just works. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited to test it out. We'll definitely use it when we are getting ready today. I'll do my best so we can use, you know, all 4 eyeshadows to create a look. Moving on to some skincare products. This is a brand called 111 Skin, Harley St. London. I think that's the name of the brand. And this is a hyaluronic acid aqua booster. And basically, you guys, let me tell you, this runs for $114. I know, that's so much money. I looked it up online because I was so curious. I have received a few of their products, but nothing that I've tried so far has like wowed me. So I'm really excited to try this out because I love anything with hyaluronic acid, especially since I have, you know, a little bit of hyperpigmentation on the top of my cheekbones. But basically it almost has like 5 stars. So it must be, you know, it must be pretty good, especially since Saks Fifth Avenue, you know, carries this product. So let's open this up and let's read the directions. It says, shake well before use, mix 1 to 2 drops in the palm of your hand, and apply your favorite moisturizer or apply directly on the skin after cleansing. So it doesn't say to apply this a day or night. I'm assuming you can apply this, you know, during the day, but this is basically, you guys, crazy, huh? It's $114 and you receive, you know, like a little thing like this, but it has a dropper. Let's see if it smells like anything. It honestly doesn't have a scent, but the consistency of it seems kind of like tacky, like a little gooey. So I'm really excited to test this out. We'll definitely try it out today. Rose setting spray. This is something that I've actually never tried before, just because I don't really deal with I don't really have like sensitive skin that I need something to like, you know, kind of calm down any redness or anything like that. When I think of rose spray, I think of something like if you have really sensitive skin, you need something to kind of cool you down. I think of that for some reason. I'm not sure why. But basically, this is from the brand called Grace and Stella. It's a spray all day. It's a rose spray. It's basically a hydrating facial spray. So that's basically what I'm trying to say. And this, you guys, runs for, get this. I thought this was sample size, so I thought IPSY maybe confused the things in my box. But no, girl, this runs for $35. I am so surprised. This must be really, really good. I'm really excited to test this out. I'm not a huge fan of the scent, you know, a rose scent. I don't really like it, but I'm really excited to test this one out. Who knows, maybe the scent smells really nice that I'll end up falling in love with it. This is basically it, you guys. I know it is so small. Love the tinted, you know, rosy pink color that it has. Let's go ahead and see how it smells. And it really does smell like rose. I'm not a huge fan of the scent. Again, it kind of reminds me of like potpourri. When I smell a rose, I feel like it reminds me of potpourri. But if you've tried this and you personally like it, comment down below. I'm really curious to know. On here, it has really good reviews. It has like 5 stars on their website, so it must be really good. I'm basically sleeping on it, so I'm really excited to test this out today when we are prepping our skin, you know, for the day. So I want to apologize because I just realized that IPSY kind of like confused things in my bag. So the next product actually is sample size. I actually checked it online right now before I started filming, and this is from the brand called Perfect Shine. This is called the Clarifying Scalp Scrub Exfoliant. If you guys have ever tried anything like this, let me know like how it works. I've never tried anything like this. I'm kind of worried that I'm just gonna like be too aggressive and probably like pull hair out or something. I don't know. I don't really know how to use it. So if you guys have any tips and tricks, comment down below. I'm just really curious. But basically, I received the sample size. This is a cruelty free. I found this through the Ulta website. You can find the full size and it runs for $17. It has really good reviews. So I'm really excited to test this out and just see, you know, how much of a nice kind of exfoliant it is, especially your scalp. Because like for me, I don't like to personally wash my hair too often. If anything, I like to wash my hair maybe 2 or 3 times a week at the most. And it has a really nice scent to it. It kind of smells like Señora, but it's okay. I feel like the scent isn't too strong, and you can definitely see the little micro scrubs that it has. I feel like this will be enough for a good few washes. But I really love the size and I love the scent to it. So I'm really excited to test that. So if you have any tips, comment down below. Let a girl know. As for face masks, I received 2 different face masks to try out. And it's from a brand called Nature. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've never tried or seen this brand before. It's called Squeeze Green. And basically it's a watery sheet mask, skin refresh facial mask, moisturizing and refining with kale, parsley, and chlorophyll. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it says here it's made for all skin types. It says here powered by nature. It is a dermatology trusted formula, and skin healthy benefits. So we'll be definitely trying one of these out today. As for the other mask that I received, it says here it's Sika Herb. It's a restore sheet mask. It says skin relief facial, soothing, softening, centella. I don't know how to pronounce the other words. Cystiac extract, and it says here made for all skin types. So I'm really excited to test these out. These feel so squishy, and I'm really excited to apply on a sheet mask just so we can, you know, just get a little relaxation moment before we get ready for our day. So let's start off with a sheet mask to prep our skin. I've already washed my face prior to filming. That's something that I always do just to make sure my skin is nice and clean, but I'll keep you guys posted how I end up liking the H2O facial cleanser in my monthly fave and fails, so just stay tuned for that. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump on in and open up our Squeeze Green face mask. And by the way, I checked it on their website and it runs for $2 or about, depends on which website you kind of come across this face mask, but it runs between like around $1.20 between $2. So it's pretty affordable, which I personally love affordable, you know, skincare products, especially a face mask. It is drenched and dripping, you guys. So let me quickly try to apply this on. Okay, so I think I figured out how to put this on. This mask is a little too big for my face, but let me tell you, it is drenched with this face mask serum. It is so nice. It smells delicious. I know I look pretty crazy, like Halloween is definitely in full effect right now for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave this on. Let's read the directions. I think it says to leave it on for about 10 to 20 minutes. So I will check with you guys in a bit once I have, you know, removed our face mask. So I just removed our face mask, and let me tell you, it was really hydrating. Love how refreshing it felt on the skin. I feel like this is a perfect face mask to apply on after a long day or a long week, or if you just want to have a little self-care moment. I feel like this is perfect. I personally love it. It had so much of the serum in that little bag or on the face mask that I was really blown away. I think a little bit got on my shirt, so if my shirt looks a little wet, that is why. But overall, I personally liked it. It feels really hydrating. My skin feels nicely moisturized and just really hydrated. So I can't wait to try out the second face mask that I received in this monthly subscription. We're going to move on to our next skincare product, and this is from 1:1 Skin. This is a Harley St. London Hyaluronic Acid Aqua Booster. This is basically it. It doesn't say on the box if you can apply this day or night. It just says apply 1 to 2 drops, press it on the palm of your hands, and then apply it directly on your skin. So I'm just basically going to do that. We're just going to test it out. Like I mentioned you guys before, it doesn't have a scent. The consistency of it does seem like a little tacky. So that is the only thing. So I'm going to apply about 2 little pumps of this, or 2 little droplets of the product, press my hands together, kind of mixing the product in the palm of my hands, and then I'm just going to go ahead and press it all around into my skin. And so far I feel like it definitely has like a tacky texture to it, but it drying pretty quickly, surprisingly. So I personally love that, because if you're kind of rushing through your makeup routine in the morning, this is perfect because it dries down really fast and you can kind of keep it moving, which is perfect because that's something I personally love. As for our next item, this one is from Grace and Stella. This is the Rose Spray Hydrating Facial Spray, and it smells obviously like rose. And I personally like the size. I feel like so far this is perfect for travel. Like if you're traveling and you want a hydrating mist just to kind of refresh, especially if you're traveling somewhere really, hot and humid, I feel like this might be really nice to kind of carry with you. If you love something like this, comment down below. I'm really curious to know. But overall, we're going to go ahead and apply a little bit on our skin, and we're going to see, how it smells. How does it feel on our skin, especially after applying on a serum. By the way, my skin feels already really dry. So personally love that. I'm going to go in and I'll spray this on. And so far, I'm not a huge fan of this spray. Kind of is a little aggressive with the mist. Kind of feels like it's being thrown at you, which I'm not a huge fan. But overall, for the size, I personally like it. I feel like it'll do the job. I do like the scent to it. I thought it was going to smell a little bit more strong of rose, but overall it smells pretty good. I personally like it. And so far, really feels like it feels really hydrating. So I'm going to let it sit for a minute for it to dry down, and then we'll move on to our next step. So I waited about 5 minutes for the rose spray to, dry down on my skin. And so far, personally like it. My skin definitely feels really hydrated after the face mask, the rose spray, and the hyaluronic acid serum. So far, so good. To be really honest, I'm not a huge fan typically when it comes to like applying really hydrating products on my skin, but I feel like during the fall winter season, my skin does get a little dry just because it gets a little bit colder. The air feels a little, a little bit more dry, and so I feel like this is definitely going to come in handy for this fall winter season. So I'm really excited to continue testing this out. I'll let you guys know I end up liking it in one of my monthly fave and fails, once I have a good feel for this product. Guys, so I just did a little bit of my makeup off camera. We're going to move on to our eyes. We're going to jump into the Il Makiage eyeshadow palette, and basically it has 4 different eyeshadows in the palette. Really beautiful colors. I personally love the rosy tones that it has. So we're going to dive on in. I already primed my eyes with the Juvia's Place Eye Prime eyeshadow primer in the shade 2. And then for the eyeshadow to apply all around the lid, I went in with the Boudoir Noir eyeshadow. There's an eyeshadow in this palette that I personally love to use. It is called Deja Vu. It's really pretty, like kind of has like a yellow undertone cream type of eyeshadow, and I applied it all around the lid after applying on my eyeshadow primer. So now we're going to move on to our transition shade. We're going to do something really simple, nothing too much today. I kind of want to get through getting it ready for the day. So I'm going to go into this palette using my Real Techniques blending brush, pick up a little bit of that shadow, and then apply it within the crease of the lid, doing windshield wiper motions, just blending it in and applying on as much color as I feel, works for the look that I'm trying to create today. Next, we're gonna go into, I think it's called No Bullshit, this really dark chocolate brown eyeshadow here on the corner of the palette. I'm gonna go in with my angled BH Cosmetics brush and I'm pick up a little bit of that shadow. I do want to mention, you guys, I'm noticing a lot of fallout. I noticed that even though the shadows look like they would be really pigmented, they're almost like I find myself digging my brush into the palette trying to pick up enough pigment to apply on so I can see it on my lids. There's a lot of fallout, so that's the only thing so far. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply on this shadow in the corner of the eye, trying to do like a light winged liner effect. And then I'm going to blend it up into the crease slightly of the eye, just to smoke it out really lightly into the lid. And then I'm going to go in with an angled liner brush, or you can use like a brow brush as well. Pick up a little bit of the eyeshadow that we just used, and then in the corner of the eye, we're just going to go ahead and line it really, really lightly, just to connect everything that we have going on the, second half of the lid. Now to smoke at the bottom lash line, I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques angled shader brush, or it's not angled shader brush, it's a shader brush, and I'm going to go in with the same eyeshadow that we used earlier on the upper lash line. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it on the lower lash line, dabbing it in the corner of the eye, and then connecting it to the corner of the eye, just really, really lightly, just because I don't want too much fallout. I don't want to avoid fallout as much as possible, especially with these eyeshadows. I noticed there's a good amount when it comes to fallout, so I'm just going to go ahead and dab it in there, blending it in as much as I can, and connecting it to the upper lash line. Lastly, I actually want to go into one of these shimmery shadows. I'm hoping maybe the shimmery shadows will give us a little bit more. So I'm going to go in to this really pretty, kind of has like a rosy undertone, kind of golden eyeshadow here in this palette. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it in the center of the lid, just dabbing it in. And I just wanted to just see, if it was actually going to give us a little bit more pigment, a little bit more shimmer, just because the other shades, they're a little bit more matte, and they just weren't doing it for me. And this one so far, it's not as shimmery as I thought it would be. So far I feel like the consistency of these eyeshadows aren't the best, but I can definitely, create something with it. It just takes me a little bit more work to get there, but that's the only thing. So I'm going to dab my finger back into that palette, pick up a little bit over that shadow, and then just build the pigmentation in the center of the lid. Hey guys, so I, finished my eyes, applied a little bit of blush, a little lip product. Let me go over with you the lip product that I currently have on my lips. So I went in with the Buxom Power Line Lip Liner, and this is in shade Hush Hush Henna. Then I went in with the Revolution Makeup London Velvet Kiss Lip Crayon, and this is in shade Chauffeur. It is so beautiful. Love this lip crayon. And then I went in with the NYX Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Nude Truffle. Love the lip combination. And now we're going to move on to the last two products that we have here that we have yet to try. And actually we're going to start off with the Girl Lactic, I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is the Glow on the Go highlighting stick, and this is in shade Jet Setter. I'm just going to apply this in the corner of the eye just to give us a little bit more of that brightness, just because I don't really like to apply on like cream highlighters or like glowy kind of stuff like this, like on my face as like a glowy product, just because I don't know, I typically don't end up really liking them. So I'm just gonna go and apply this in the corner of the eye, and so far it looks really pretty, very natural, gives you that subtle glow, and I personally like the little pop that it gave. It's really, really nice. As for a scent, it doesn't really have a scent to it, which is fine, which is perfect, but I really love it. It's nice, thick, and chunky. It's a really pretty undertone, so far, so good. I'll continue using it and let you guys know while I test it out how I end up liking it, applying it on in other areas on my face. As for our last final product, it is a gloss. And this one's from Nebula. I think that's pronouncing the brand. I'm never good at pronouncing things sometimes. And this is the Shine Theory lip gloss. Same thing. Love the packaging. Love the doe applicator. It's nice and spongy. It does have a really yummy kind of like pina colada coconut scent to it, which I personally love. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick up a little bit of this gloss and apply it in the center of my lips so we can get a nice little pretty pout. And so far I really love the consistency. It doesn't feel sticky. It feels really moisturizing. It does have like glitter specks in it, finely milled, and it's really, really pretty. Love the consistency. Like a little bit of product goes such a long way. So I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, you guys, this is basically it. I have tried out everything that I received from my monthly subscription for my IPSY Glam Bag and my IPSY Glam Bag Plus. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun unboxing my monthly subscription and sharing with you everything that I received. Granted, there are a few products that I have yet to try, so I'll keep you guys posted how I end up liking it. Let me tell you guys, although I didn't try, everything, because a few products I have yet to try them out, like the Bang mascara. This is something I'm actually going to give away. The facial cleanser, I'll let you guys know how this ends up working out for me once I test it out. And the same thing with the hair mask or hair scrub. Let me know how you actually use this. I have no idea. I've never tried anything like this, but I'm really excited to test this out. Maybe this is something that I will start incorporating into my hair care routine. And I'm really, really excited to try the Murad Acne Control Rapid Relief Spot Treatment. Like I mentioned you guys before, last month I was breaking out a lot for some reason, and I still have one little pimple kind of lingering. So I'll definitely test this out tonight and let you guys know in my monthly fave and fails how I end up liking it. Granted, this little pimple is kind of going away, but I'll let you guys know how if it dried out my skin or what the whole situation was when I tried this out. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Unfortunately, El Maquillage didn't really come through this time with the eyeshadow palette. To be honest, I just found the eyeshadows not to be as pigmented as I thought they'd be. They kind of laid a little flat. They blended really nicely. There was just a lot of fallout, and I just had trouble getting them to really pop the way I wanted them to. So that's the only thing, but I'm sure El Maquillage has other really great products. Just this one for this month just didn't do it for me. But comment down below, let a girl know which product out of everything that I received was your favorite. Did you like the rose setting spray? Did you like the gloss? Which one was, which one grabbed your attention? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Everything will be linked down below as always. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, IPSY, for sponsoring today's video, and I will see you all in my next video. I love you all so much. Bye!